Hello Year 3 and 4, welcome to your next history lesson. I know it's the one a lot of you have been waiting for. We're going to be having a go at making the Roman shields. Yay! I've got a little bit of the history of the shields to share with you on my PowerPoint, some pictures to show you, and then we're going to have a go at making them, and I'll show you some easy ways that you can make them look really effective. So let's have some fun. All right then, so up on my PowerPoint you can see here 2 examples of Roman shields. Have a think about what pictures they show. What can you see? This is one of the original Roman shields here. You can see it looks rather old now, but have a look at what pictures it shows. So at the top here and at the bottom, what can you see and what do you think that might have been for? On this side we have wings, we've got lightning bolts, we've got this great big funny bump in the middle. I wonder if you know what that might have been for. And lots of really bright colours, gold and red. Yeah, have a think about what you think all of those things might have meant. And I'll share with you a little bit more. So here are the different pictures you saw in the first image. And here's some information I can read out to tell you how the Romans would have made their shields and what the different parts were for. So the shield, or it was sometimes known as a scutum or scutum, I hope I'm saying that properly, I think it's scutum, was about 10 kilograms. It was a large rectangle and it was often curved to go around the shape of the wearer, covered in canvas or leather, and the idea was that it should cover from your sort of shoulder down to your knee so that you could duck behind it, and it covered all of your really important internal organs from anyone that might want to attack you during a battle. It should be light enough to hold up in one hand, so you had your other hand ready if you needed that for any weapons or else to protect yourself in battle, and large enough so that if a missile fire came towards you or a hand-to-hand combat happened and you were fighting, you could protect yourself behind your shield. So it did have a really, really important purpose. Did anyone guess what this bit might be for? I wonder. There's a funny bit in the middle here, look. It's called the umbo, and actually it had an extra bit of use on the shield, that the wearer could actually use their shield to push into and punch into the opposition. So they could actually use that, quite gruesome really, they could actually use that to push someone out of their way as an extra method for protection in battle. So we can have a go at some of putting some of those on our shields too. So this is what some of the common pictures that you see on shields meant. So the lightning strike here, the lightning bolt, was a symbol of Jupiter, who was the king of the Roman gods. So we've got a king, a lightning bolt, think about strength and power. The wings were from an eagle, which was another symbol of the Roman army. And the colour red was the symbol of Mars, which was the god of war, and it symbolised great power. So think about why they would have wanted these things on their shields then. We've got king of the gods, symbols of the Roman army, symbols of great power. Of course, all of these things make you look like an incredible warrior, a really impressive soldier. It's showing off, isn't it? It's making you look really powerful and really great. So of course, those were the things to put on your shield. The first thing that your opposition would see makes you look pretty fearsome. Here's another example, and on this one there is something called a victory wreath. The Roman emperors often didn't wear a crown. They would have had a wreath of leaves in a sort of crown shape around the top of their head, which symbolised victory, made them look like a great winner. So sometimes that would have been seen on the shields as Some other examples here of some different types. Often pictures that you might have seen came from myths or famous battles. Again, you wanted your opposition to think, wow, look at them, they're really incredible. There's a picture of a Pegasus, if I pick a brighter colour. Here we go, there's a picture of a Pegasus here, and a ram. Lots of symmetry. We've got a scroll, a thorn, more lightning bolts. And again, on this one, there's a victory wreath that goes all the way around the outside. Some other examples. This was a very old example. You can see some of the images here are actually from battle. So you can put some images of battles on there if you want to. There's some emperors on this one, on each side. And there's some symbols at the top and the bottom of animals showing strength. The umbos on these two, or three I should say, are brightly coloured. And again, lots of symmetry. These arrows showing the lightning bolts. Lots of symmetry on all of them. So have a think about that when you plan your design. You can put something on that's important to you. So if your legion or your army had a symbol or had something that was important, that would sometimes have appeared on the shields as well. Here's some examples some other children have made. Think about the colours that they've chosen, which things stand out. There's gold and silver, also bright yellows, bright reds, which were really important. Now if I click on slide, and then we'll have a go at making one. So you're going to have a go at making one. If you're in school, we've got a lot of the things that we need already, and we've got some cardboard out there ready to go. If you're at home, you can do this with whatever you've got to hand. An old cereal box would be fine, an old delivery box, that type of thing is absolutely fine. Whatever you've got that you can use. You can try to get one that's going to fit your body, and if you are able to, you can get it to curve, but slightly harder. I've got a smaller one here. I moved to the side a little bit. I've got one here. It doesn't quite fit my whole body because I didn't think I'd fit it in my video, but I've got one here. Mine's a bit too narrow to try and curve, but you can gently bend your cardboard and encourage it to take a curved shape if you want to. I would do your design first and then do your curve. Otherwise you might find it a bit tricky to draw your picture on your curve. Alright, so keep your design simple, keep it eye-catching, and try and go for symmetry if you can. So I've got some pens here at the ready. I'm going to have a go and see if I can give you a hand. So for roughly the middle, I'm going to mark out where my umbo shape's going to be. Oh, you can't see me now. That's not coming out very clearly. I'll get one of my, I've got some paint pens here. These work quite well. Let's have a go with some of these. So this might come out a little bit better. That's better, a bit thicker. Okay, do you see that all right? So my umbo, I'm going to do a double circle shape around the middle. It doesn't have to be precise because I'm going to stick something on the top. Then I'm going to go for the wings. Because I want it to be symmetrical, I'll put one on each side, reaching up to the top of my shield. And you can add in with that as much detail as you want. If you want to put the feathers in underneath, I'm obviously going to colour it in afterwards, but you can add some feathers in as well. We don't want a those, so a lightning bolt up the centre. Here we go with the arrow on the top. There we go, that looks quite impressive. And then something that's important to me, I'll have a go at a fox in Fox's class. So we do a little fox's face. Here at the bottom, his nose, his eye. There we go. So I've got my fox's face there. bottom, and then I might want to add in a few extra things there. Not too much more, because again, I want it to fit really, really simple. So I think I'm happy with what I've got on there for my shield. Now, if you want to add in your bow for the centre, I've got a couple of things here which I had to hand from my recycling. I've got an old container from cheese, so that might go quite well in the centre. That looks about right. It would give me a nice bump. I've got a milk top lid. That would work quite well. In fact, that's a good size on this one. A yoghurt pot or anything you've got. You could even scrumple up some paper if you wanted to. I've got paint pens here, and I'm going to go for the red. I really like that powerful colour on mine, but you can choose. So for the outside, I'm going to paint mine in with red. Hopefully that's going to look really nice and bright. Yeah, that's quite good, doesn't it? I can do that all in the background. I've got some nice bright yellow. Here I'm going to put in that for my lightning bolt. You can obviously take a little bit longer with yours and a little bit more care, but this is just an example of how you could do it. That's looking quite bright now. I have got gold. I'm going to keep gold. I think I could do gold for my fox. I don't know if I'm going to get the light in here to reflect it very well. I'll colour him in. But you can hopefully see that looks really bold, and I will stick on my plastic, my cardboard container when I've painted that gold, and hopefully that will do the same. It will really stand out. I'm obviously not going to colour it all in on this video, but please send any pictures of how you get on. I'd love to see them. Now, for the last thing, of course, is that we'd like to be able to hold it, wouldn't we? We'd like our shield to be able to be held. So for that, on my PowerPoint slide here, there is an example of how you can make some straps, just here. I've got, again, I've been in my recycling, I've got an old kitchen towel tube. I've chopped it in half, and then I'm just going to fix the straps. I flatten them out a little bit. I'm going to get onto the back with a little bit of tape. I've got my tape dispenser to hand. With a little bit of tape, I can put one on one side, bump it up a little bit, and one of the other. Now it leaves a little bit more encouragement to go to the shape that I want it to, but hopefully that will give me enough space to slide my hand in. Slide my hand in so that I can hold my shield. That's it. I can move it about now with my hand. Hold it, move it around, move it in front of me, and that should do a good enough job for you to hold it. And you can put another one on if you wanted to. You could put another further one underneath, or even you might even have some string, which might do a good job too. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed watching that. I hope you've got lots of good ideas now to go away and have a go making your own shields. I can't wait to see how you get on. Yeah, send some pictures in, please. Okay, take care. I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.